Welcome to Ebuzor's Corner TV. Food, health, and family. Smile, cook, move, and be inspired. Ebuzor's Corner TV.
Today on Ebuzor's Corner TV, we are preparing a rich and delicious Nigerian jollof-style okro soup, cooked with palm oil, fresh okro, also known as lady's finger, and plenty of assorted meat. This is not the plain green okro soup that some people may be familiar with. This particular version is prepared jollof-style, with a flavorful pepper and palm oil base that gives the soup its beautiful color, deep aroma, and rich Nigerian taste. It can be enjoyed with almost any swallow of your choice, including fufu, pounded yam, semolina, wheatmeal oat swallow, or amala. So stay with me as I show you how to prepare this satisfying family meal. For this recipe, we will need fresh okro, palm oil, assorted meat, Scotch bonnet peppers, onions, ground crayfish, seasoning cubes, salt, and meat stock. You can use any combination of assorted meat you enjoy. I am using beef tripe, popularly known as shaki, cow foot, and some other traditional cuts. You may also include goat meat, smoked turkey, stockfish, dried fish, or smoked fish. The combination is entirely up to you, but remember that each type of meat may require a different cooking time. Tougher meats such as cow foot, tripe, and some beef cuts should be cooked first, while softer meats and fish can be added later. We begin by thoroughly washing and cleaning the assorted meat. Place the tougher pieces in a large cooking pot, then add chopped onions, seasoning, and a moderate amount of salt. Add enough water to help the meat cook. Cover the pot and allow it to simmer until the meat begins to soften. You can use a pressure cooker to reduce the cooking time, especially when preparing cow foot or very firm cuts of meat. Once the tougher meat is partly cooked, add the softer pieces and continue cooking until everything becomes tender. Try not to throw away the meat stock, because that stock contains plenty of flavor and will form an important part of our soup. While the meat is cooking, prepare the pepper and other ingredients, including fresh Scotch bonnet peppers. You can adjust the number of hot peppers depending on how spicy you want your soup. Because this is a jollof-style okro soup, the pepper mixture should not be too hot. Blender grind smooth to give you that scintillating flavor. Now let us prepare the main ingredient, the fresh okro. Wash the okro thoroughly before cutting it. Remove the top and bottom ends, then chop it into small pieces. The smaller you cut the okro, the more it will release its natural mucilage, which gives okro soup that familiar stretchy and slightly slippery texture. Some people prefer to grate or blend part of their okro. You can blend a small portion and chop the rest if you want the soup to be very thick and draw well. However, do not blend everything into a completely smooth paste. Leaving some visible pieces gives the soup a better texture and makes it more attractive. Now place a clean pot over medium heat and add the palm oil. We want enough palm oil to carry the flavors and give the soup its traditional color. But we do not need to drown the soup in oil. Allow the palm oil to become warm, but do not bleach it. Add and stir everything together and allow all to simmer very well. Continue cooking the mixture over medium heat, stirring occasionally to prevent it from burning. You will know that the base is ready when it has started to soft. The palm oil begins to rise slightly around the edges. Now add the cooked assorted meat to the fried pepper base. Stir well so that every piece of meat is coated with that rich jollof-style sauce. Add some of the reserved meat stock, followed by the ground crayfish. If you are using stockfish or dried fish, this is a good time to add them. Taste the liquid before adding more seasoning or salt, because the meat stock may already contain enough. Cover the pot and allow everything to simmer together for about 5 to 8 minutes. This gives the meat time to absorb the pepper, crayfish, and palm oil flavors. Now it is time to add our chopped okro. Pour the okro into the pot and stir it gently into the sauce. If the soup appears too thick, add a small amount of meat stock or warm water. Do not add too much liquid at once because okro soup is best when it has body and is not excessively watery. Allow the okro to cook uncovered for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the texture you prefer. Avoid cooking it for too long because overcooking can make the okro lose its fresh color, pleasant texture, and some of its nutritional value. Stir gently and watch as the soup begins to thicken and draw beautifully. At this point, taste the soup and make your final adjustment. Add a little seasoning or salt only when necessary. Our rich Nigerian jollof-style Okro soup is now ready. Look at that beautiful color, the tender assorted meat, and the wonderful texture of the fresh Okro. This is the kind of meal that brings everyone to the table. Apart from being delicious, Okro also provides useful nutrients. It is naturally low in calories and supplies fiber, vitamin C, and other vitamins and minerals. A USDA nutrition guide lists approximately 33 calories and 3 grams of fiber in 100 grams of raw Okro. The fiber in Okro may support healthy digestion, help you feel satisfied after eating, and contribute to a more gradual absorption of carbohydrates. Okro also contains antioxidants and nutrients that contribute to the body's general health. Now, is Okro soup diabetic friendly? The Okro itself can fit comfortably into a diabetes-conscious meal because it is a non-starchy, fiber-containing vegetable. Diabetes nutrition guidance generally encourages non-starchy vegetables because they are relatively low in carbohydrates and provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals. However, the complete bowl of Okro soup is only as diabetes-friendly as the way it is prepared and served. Using a moderate amount of palm oil is important because too much oil greatly increases the meal's calorie content. It is also helpful to choose more lean meat, remove visible fat, and limit very fatty assorted cuts. The quantity and type of swallow served with the soup matter as well, because the swallow is usually the main source of carbohydrate in the meal. For someone managing diabetes, a smaller portion of swallow may be more suitable, while enjoying a larger portion of the Okro soup. Options such as oat swallow or another higher fiber swallow may work for some people, but portions still matter. Blood glucose responses can differ from one individual to another, so personal medical or dietetic guidance should always be followed. Okro should not be presented as a cure for diabetes, although some research has examined whether Okro may support blood glucose control. It should be enjoyed as part of an overall balanced eating plan and not used to replace prescribed medication or professional treatment. Serve this delicious soup hot with pounded yam, iba, fufu, amala, wheatmeal, or your preferred swallow. Take a little swallow. Dip it into the thick jollof-style Okro soup. Pick up a tender piece of assorted meat and enjoy the rich flavor. This is comforting Nigerian food at its best. Colorful, satisfying, nourishing, and perfect for sharing with family and friends. Please remember to like this video. Subscribe to Ebuzor's Corner TV and turn on your notification bell so that you do not miss any of our delicious recipes. Diabetic conscious meal ideas, cooking tips, motivation, and family-friendly content. Thank you for cooking with me today, and I will see you in the next video.
Welcome to Ebuzor's Corner TV. Food, health, and family. Smile, cook, move, and be inspired. Ebuzor's Corner TV.